Alright, what's up, guys? This is Devon back after a while. DLDFS. Gonna come at you with the NBA slate for August 7th, and just gonna run through position by position and talk about who I like and who I don't like for Draftkings. So, looking at what we have we don't really have any totals right now, unfortunately, because I am recording this the night before at 10:30. Still have the Portland and Denver game just finished up, and we still have the Lakers and the Rockets playing right now. But I'm looking real quick. Did anyone? Does not look like anyone. Or Sacramento's on a back-to-back. And New Orleans is on a back-to-back. It looks like just those two are on back-to-backs. So really, that's all you have to worry about. There is one other game tomorrow. It is Utah versus San Antonio, but it is not included on the main slate for DraftKings. So we'll just run through real quick and go position by position and talk about some of my favorite plays. Now, looking at first here, I think a game that I'm going to want to target early is probably this New Orleans-Washington game. I think it's going to be pretty high scoring. Like I said, there's no line right now. And I think the game that I'm least likely to go to, I don't know, it'd be between, I don't want to say Orlando, Philadelphia, because I think Philadelphia is going to have some options, especially with Ben Simmons dislocating his knee and being out. So I think my least favorite game is probably going to be Boston, Toronto, but I think you could still take some pieces from that game. So let's just run position by position real quick and talk about some of the plays I like. This price on Drew Holiday, that's pretty steep, 9,300. I mean, it is a paced up game, but I mean, what has he shown since the restart? I mean, since they restarted in the bubble, he hasn't even scored over 40 points. I mean, could that change tomorrow against Washington? I think that's why he's priced up so much. I mean, what was he priced? It doesn't even say. DraftKings can fix that. So 2 games ago he was 87, so I guess he probably wasn't priced up that much, maybe 500. I would assume in that Sacramento game he would have been a little bit more possibly. So I think I'm gonna stay away from Drew Holiday. Obviously Ben Simmons is out, so don't play him. Kyle Lowry for 87. I think it's pretty high, especially going against Boston. It's gonna be a slower game. I don't think it's a good play. And then John Morant versus OKC at 8,500. I don't know. I don't really like that either. I don't like Chris Paul at 8,100 against Memphis. Someone I could get on is Fred VanVleet at 7,700. I think he might be the only one from this game that I would like, because he has this potential to play 40 minutes. I mean, first game back in the bubble 40, second game 42, and then he played 35 in a blowout win against Orlando. But I mean, he scored over 40 points in each game. If I recall correctly, they are staggering him and Kyle Lowry's minutes, so he is still getting point guard duty when Lowry's not on the floor. So I think Fred VanVleet's a good play. And we got De'Aaron Fox versus Brooklyn. I think that's a no-brainer. I mean, De'Aaron Fox has been playing pretty damn well since the restart. The only time he didn't play well was against Orlando, but he only played 25 minutes. So, and he's pretty much every game except for that game he scored 50 points. So, yeah, I think De'Aaron Fox might be a lock tomorrow. Going down, Lonzo Ball 7,400. There's just too many mouths to feed in New Orleans. Not paying 7,400 for Lonzo Ball. 6,800 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now with Dennis Schroeder being out, I still don't think I'm gonna pay for that. No, thank you. Marcus Smart at 65. Kemba should be playing, so I'm gonna say no, thank you. So no on Marcus Smart, no on Kemba. Not gonna play Shake. Still, even with Ben Simmons out, Shake's been playing starting point guard, but I mean, he's not even getting more than 30 minutes a game, so I'm not gonna play Shake. No Tyler Johnson at 5,600 for me. Karis LeVert playing again now. This is interesting. Ish Smith and Shabazz Napier priced at the same price. I still think I like Ish more. I don't care if he's starting or not. I think Ish just has a higher upside than Shabazz. So, Ish definitely is something I'm going to be looking at tomorrow, especially against New Orleans. Like I said, I think this probably will be the highest scoring game on the slate. So, Ish is a play for me. Napier, no. Crawford's out. No on Fultz. And I think pretty much everything else down here is going to be a no. So, let's move on to shooting guard. Back up to the top. We already talked about Holiday. Talked about Van Vliet. Okay, so Karis LeVert is the first guy that we get here. 7,100. Going against Sacramento. I could definitely see playing them. They just got blown out by Boston. He only played 27 minutes. That's not going to happen against Sacramento. I would say Sacramento and Brooklyn probably be the second highest scoring game on the slate, so definitely we'll be looking at LeVert. With Kemba back, I'm probably not going to be playing Jaylen Brown. I talked about these three, talked about Tyler Johnson. Here's one. Troy Brown Jr. at 5,500. I think he's going to be a lock tomorrow, especially against New Orleans. I mean, Washington needs someone to score. It seems like it's Troy Brown, Thomas Bryant, and Ish Smith. So, I like Troy Brown tomorrow. I'll definitely be playing him. Dylan Brooks went crazy in his last game, I remember. Well, he went crazy in the first half. Like, it looked like he was going to have a 50-point Draftkings day. I mean, he started off hot. And I think by halftime he had scored 25 points, and he just ended up doing nothing in the second half. I don't even think he scored a point in the third quarter. It was insane. So, probably going to be a no on Dylan Brooks. Is there anybody else down here? No to Fournier. Buddy Hield and Bogdan Bogdanovic are. It really just depends on who has the hot hand. I played Bogdanovic 2 games ago, and he did jack diddly for me. But then he goes out today and he puts up 50 points. So, with Buddy Hield and Bogdanovic is whoever has the hot hand to me. And see, Buddy played 11 minutes, had 6 points. But, when Bogdanovic wasn't playing well, he had 31 minutes and he had 33. So, I don't think I'm going to play either of those guys. I think there's a lot safer options. And I guess maybe if you're looking for a punt option, JJ Redick at 4,100 in this high-paced game. If he's hitting the three ball, hitting the shots, he could definitely pay off that 4,100. Let's move over to small forward. Go back up to the top. First guy that we haven't talked about so far is Brandon Ingram at 8,400. I think I might be willing to go to Brandon Ingram tomorrow at 8,400. Now, what I want to see real quick is Zion's price. He's 8,000, but he hasn't played more than 30 minutes. Yeah, I think Ingram is a play. Tobias Harris for sure is a play with Ben Simmons out. You're gonna see Tobias and Joel Embiid probably have a huge day, so they're gonna be the primary ball scorers, and Tobias is probably gonna slide down to the 4 with Simmons out, which gives him more opportunities for rebounds, and I think that is I think Tobias is a pretty good play tomorrow. Even though it's a slower pace game, I still think Tobias and Joel are gonna have to really pick up the slack. And then let's see, no on Jason Tatum, no on Gordon Hayward. Even if Aaron Gordon plays, probably gonna be a no. No on Danilo Gallinari. We already talked about Troy Brown Jr. So if you have a shooting guard that you like, slide Troy Brown down to small forward. Jonathan Isaac, unfortunate what happened to him. No on Joe Harris. No on Garrett Temple with all these guys back. No on Anunoby. Maybe Josh Richardson at 5,000. Now that Ben Simmons is out, he might have to take up more of a scoring role, but I just don't see it. I think it's going to be all Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. And let's see what else. Anything down here that you could punt with? Norman Powell, 4,800. Possibly. Nah, never mind. Don't do that. Do not play TLC Kyle Anderson if he's in the starting lineup again. Might be a good little punt option at 4,400. He played 30 minutes last time out, started, and he scored 25 points. I was really on Brandon Clark in that game, and Brandon Clark did nothing. So Kyle Anderson is probably a look for a punt option. You could put JJ Redick as small forward as well. Another punt possibly is James Ennis. He's been starting for Orlando now that Jonathan Isaac's out, but I don't think I'll be going there. I don't think I'm going to be going anybody lower than that. Let's move to power forward. Talked about Ingram, talked about Harris. I don't want to play Pascal Siakam at 8,200. I don't think he gets it done. Doesn't get what you need, at least. Not gonna be playing Zion at 8,000 until he gets his minutes over 30, which might not see. Not gonna be playing Al Horford at 6,600. Even with Ben Simmons out, I still don't think he's playing 30 minutes and he's not really like scoring a lot. He's getting rebounds, but he's just 2 points. He scored 2 points in 30. Yeah, nah, I'm good on Al Horford. Rui Hachimura, yeah, maybe 5,900. Played 39 minutes against Philadelphia. A lot easier matchup with New Orleans. It's a possibility, but I don't think I'll be playing Rui. Definitely not going back to Brandon Clark. I could see Nemanja Bjelica being a good play at 5,000 if the Kings go smaller instead of playing Rashawn Holmes a lot against Brooklyn. I could see that happening, but Rashawn Holmes might be a pretty good play tomorrow. Do I see anybody else? You could put Kyle Anderson from Memphis at power forward. That's pretty good. I don't think there's anybody lower than that. So let's move to center. At the top, Joel Embiid. Definitely think I'm gonna be paying up for Joel Embiid now that Ben Simmons is out. Don't think I'll be playing Vucevic against Embiid, although it might not be a bad idea if you're gonna play Tobias and Joel Embiid to run it back with Vucevic at 7,800. I mean, that's a pretty good price on him. So this first time being on there 8,000. No, but the last time he was 7,800, 2 games ago, he scored 42.5 points. So just think Joel Embiid's a little bit harder of a matchup. So I don't know if I'll be going there. Jonas Valanciunas against Steven Adams could be a good option at 7,300, especially with Jaren Jackson out now. He played 34 minutes in the last game. That's pretty good. With Jaren Jackson out now, especially if he's going to be getting mid-30s in minutes, I could definitely play Joe Val. I think he could actually pay off quite well tomorrow. And they got Thomas Bryant up to 7,200. Thomas Bryant's been playing out of his mind since the restart. The first game he scored under 30, but 59, 43, and 47. And he did that 47 against Joel Embiid. So I think Thomas Bryant is definitely play against New Orleans. And let's see, is there anybody else? Jared Allen against Sacramento. Kind of like that. Actually at 6,300. I don't know if I like that. I don't like that. Never mind. Don't like that. Steven Adams at 61. He's going to have to play against Joe Val. I don't think he pays off 6,100, so I won't be going there. Won't be going to Surge. Won't be going to Tice. Definitely not going to Favors. Rashawn Holmes at 4,900. Is he not playing minutes? He is playing minutes. He's just not productive. It's crazy. It's a possibility to look at Rashawn Holmes, but I don't know. Don't think I will. Not playing Mark Saul. Yeah, I think that's it. So that's who I like for the slate tomorrow. Hope everybody has a good day. Get paid, and leave a like and subscribe if you like the content. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow.